Well, we love our jobs and we love our students, but sometimes we ourselves do some pretty annoying things. Today's edition of Annoying Things is about the things that we do that annoy our own students. So, here we go. So,
rolling the intro?
What?
What about rolling an intro?
I guess roll intro.
One thing that I do is I continue to always write on the board with my clearly illegible handwriting that my students simply cannot get. I mean, by November, some of them have gained the decoding skills necessary, but sometimes when I'm writing in a hurry and I'm really into the lesson and just going nuts, I can look in the back and see some people going, "Hey, what's that say?" Like in September, they really want to know what I'm writing, so I always get, "What's that say?" But by December, people just give up and just go, "Eh, he might mention it."
When a student asks me a question about something that I really don't want to talk about right now, or if they're asking me something personal or something that I just really don't have time to answer, I'll answer with, "It's a secret." And then the entire day, it'll just perplex them and make them so curious. They'll keep asking me, and I keep saying things like, "It's a secret," or "I'll tell you when you're older," or something like that. And it just annoys the absolute heck out of them.
Going along with that, one thing that I think we both do is when students say something, we go, "You're a this." Like, "That's weird, you're weird." At least once or twice a day.
If not more.
Yeah, easily.
Another thing that I do that very much annoys my students is I will make grand promises to them about something if everybody follows the rules today and I don't have anybody getting in trouble or anything like that, then we'll do this thing, or I'll bring in that thing, or whatever. And then I have good intentions. I have got good intentions, I promise. But then I'll forget. And oh boy, if you forget something, they may not remember what I taught them in the lesson that day, but if I tell them that they're gonna have a popsicle at the end of the week, oh, you better believe they're gonna let me know about it.
Something that I do that annoys the bejeebers out of my kids is, I admit it, I'm Mr. P and I like stealing things from my students. It's really easy to distract them and steal their stuff. And I give it back, you know, Scout's honor. Anyway, it's fun to take their stuff and then watch them look around and have no idea where their stuff went. Or just be completely unaware that I just stole something important. Like in 5 minutes, I'll look for their pencil. And I'm sitting up in the front going, completely, probably ruining the calm environment I was trying to create anyway.
Sure.
But I just can't help it.
And don't worry, I corrected it. But one year I had my kids convinced that chicken grew on chicken trees. And I had drawn an elaborate picture of little chickens growing on trees, and oh boy, I had them believe in that, hardcore. But then I told them the truth. But nonetheless, I like to play tricks on my students.
I convinced mine I was a football player in college.
A couple years ago, I had grown a pretty sizable beard, and I decided to shave it off, clean shaven. And my students straight up didn't recognize me when I came in the next day. I had them convinced for the first 20 minutes or so that I was in fact Mr. Thain's twin brother filling in for him because he was sick. So we can play tricks on your students is sometimes a hoot. Well, there you have it. If you have anything that you do to annoy your students, please comment down below so we can have a good laugh.
If there's anything else annoying about us that you've noticed,
yes,
also comment on the bottom.
If there's anything we do that annoy you, yeah, comment. Leave this video a like if you see fit, and we'll see you next Thursday for another edition of Annoying Things.